it's early, but I mean, think about a few.
Keep thinking forward. Welcome to Some Dumb Vlog, episode 23. Keep thinking. Keep developing knowledge. Knowledge is gained from all different aspects. Sometimes reading helps. School gives you a somewhat of knowledge. The streets, they give you knowledge also. But you want to enhance what you know and how much you know about something every day. To even break it down more, every hour of the day. To break it down more, every minute of the day. To break it down even more, every second of the day, you want to be doing something to increase your knowledge and thinking. I'm not big on books myself. I'm not big on books. But I do listen to audiobooks. Just the same way as, in this era, 2017, a lot of people were having podcasts and people listen to podcasts now. You want to think at every moment, at every second, how can I improve the knowledge that I have in my head? Because you never know when it might be needed or when you might use it. And the more knowledge you have, the more knowledgeable you'll be in certain predicaments. I believe that regardless of if something is fact or fiction, it gives you an ability to perceive something in a way that you may not have normally thought of it. And that way may help you. Everyone says, read all these, highly educational books about how to, become a millionaire or how to travel the world or, how to jump rope. And I think from personal experience is always the best teacher. But you still need some knowledge to help you through your experience. Recently, I've been trying to conspire ways to budget my money in order to fit everything that I want to do. And I've read some books. Sometimes I'll read something about getting discounts for certain things. And even just reading discounts on something like ShopRite. It may be I didn't have that information before. I didn't know I could get I can get cereal for $3 with this coupon, and it can last me a week, and that saves me from paying 50 cents to $2 every morning to $3 every morning going to Dunkin' Donuts. But it starts with the knowledge of knowing that if I take this coupon and I go to ShopRite or Pathmark and use this coupon, it'll cost me $4 to eat the whole week in the morning. But it all begins with thinking of how can I better improve myself? How can I better become a better person? And when I say a better person, I mean a more knowledgeable person. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no good, there's no bad. It's just more knowledgeable. Because the last thing you want to do is not have an idea on how to do something. Every day I'm on lunch break, I come home and I watch NBC or I watch MSNBC. So I watch CNBC, and I watch CNN. I watch a lot of shows, and I try to avoid the political talk because that's just something that may irritate you, or it may be something that doesn't really help the thinking process that I want. But CNBC, now that helps me a lot because it tells me where the economy is. It tells me what things to look forward to invest in, what changes that can occur. Like right now, they're talking about the taxes. They're talking about Bitcoin. Personally, I don't want to think or get knowledge on Bitcoin because I have other places that I'd rather invest my money. Now, maybe down the line it might change. I might want to read something or read up on something and invest. But to me, I like things that are consistent. To me, it doesn't matter if you're good. It doesn't matter how bad you are. It doesn't matter if you're pro at something. To me, what matters is if you're consistent, because consistency will always win. And Bitcoin, just for me, isn't consistent. Real estate, to me, is consistent. Stocks can be consistent for the long-term stocks that like Apple or Facebook, things that I can't foresee in the next 20 years going away. YouTube, but it all starts with thinking, man. Like video games sometimes, and I do love video games. As you can see from the post, I play a lot of video games because it helps me relax. Video games eases my day of thinking, and it's still a part of thinking because you have to make moves to do certain things. So it's still, but it gives me a pleasurable thinking versus an educational thinking that I try to do every second of the day, aside from when I'm playing video games. What I was saying is that like with the video games, it takes away from your educational thinking. So I know that if you don't spend all day thinking on how to better yourself, then you probably shouldn't go home and play video games because that's not going to help you either. Yeah. So right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking of what to say next because I'm thinking of a million things in my head right now as far as like, I got to put my son in daycare on Fridays because my job, Friday mornings rather, before I get him for the weekend, my job doesn't allow me to get off earlier than 8 o'clock. And there's a position that's coming open, but who knows if I get it or not. But my son's daycare, the daycare that I've seen that's open the latest, is open until 7 p.m. So now I'm trying to confide or think of a way because I don't get home until about 9 o'clock. And at the earliest I get home, I have to cut this back in because my phone is running out of space. I'm going to upgrade to a new phone too. It's all about thinking. But as I was saying before, my job doesn't allow me to get off before a certain time. So I have to think about how to manipulate things to make it so that I can pick my son up from daycare or have somebody pick him up from daycare. So I've been looking at babysitters on care.com. I've been considering asking some of my friends to watch my son or get him from daycare. And but I'm going to work out a way because you know why? I think, I research, I enhance my thinking ability with, Google and trying to find things that can help me. So Some Dumb Vlog episode 23 or 2023, I think, 23. And this is entitled Keep Thinking. Peace.